What's up everyone, welcome back to another video here on Bergen Outdoors, and today we're going to be reviewing the XOP Ultra. This is the saddle platform and saddle combined. So let's go ahead and let's jump into it. I'm going to open up the box and show you guys what you get inside when you buy this. I believe this retails for around $200 at Shields, so if you want it you can go pick it up at Shields for around $200. So the first thing you get is there's some instruction things, some videos. And then this is your saddle, I believe. I opened it, so I know it is. This is your saddle. It's more of a 3-in-1, so it's not a traditional saddle. It's more of like a rope saddle. So it's a saddle, a lineman's rope for when you're climbing up the tree, and then an actual tree harness for a regular tree stand. Then you get some straps for your saddle platform. More instructions on how you kind of wear that and use that. You get some straps to go around the tree for your saddle platform, and then you get the actual platform itself, which is pretty neat. Some specs on the saddle platform, they're right here on the side of the box. It weighs 5.4 pounds. It is cast aluminum and it holds up to 350 pounds. And it does have a lifetime warranty on the metal. I guess that's pretty cool. And then you also get instructions for how to put the platform together, which I can go through. And then you get this little book here. It comes with a bunch of install stuff, and then you get a bunch of XOP stickers, which I guess is pretty cool if you're into putting stickers all over your truck or on whatever. But for $200, you're getting everything that you need to go out hunting. I haven't tried this saddle. I am a saddle guy in particular. I have used one the last couple years, so I wanted to get this and kind of try it out, see how it worked. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this together, and then I'm going to jump outside and show you guys how the saddle works and what I think about it. To put together your saddle platform, it's pretty easy. I'm using a knife just to cut this little sticker out. This is from Yellowstone when I went there. Pretty cool. It's got an elkhorn handle here. I really like it. It's a nice knife. And then you just want to flip this thing up, and then you can take your whatever. This is going to go towards the tree, so you want to make sure this is facing away from the platform. So you're going to stand on this. You want this away from yourself. I believe if I can just, yeah, it just slides right through, and then they give you a little locking nut. You can just tighten up that. I believe it's going to be a 10mm. I'll make sure about that when I go outside. And you're just going to tighten both of these, hold that down and tighten down your locking nut. And that's going to make sure it doesn't move away. And then they do give you a strap for it. I'm going to open that right here. So the strap that they give you, how this works, and we can go over it more when I get outside. But you basically just take one loop and you put it over here, and then you take your second loop, and this will go around the tree, and it'll hook back up into here, and then it'll hook around there, and then you just set the saddle. So you'll actually hold it like this, put those two loops on, and then set that down, and that'll set that and make sure. You can adjust the angle of the platform in case you have a weird angled tree. You can adjust that on that bottom, with that bottom screw, just tightening that and loosening that. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten this thing up, and then I'm going to go ahead and jump into the saddles, tell you guys what I think about that, and then go up into the tree and show you guys how you set your platform, and give you a little bit of a real life angle, a real life test. If you're hunting and you need to move your bow around or anything like that, and give you what I think about this saddle. Okay, so I know I explained how to kind of set your platform, but I'm going to show you guys just to give you a better visual. You take this, you take one end of your loop for your rope, put it around this hook, then you take your platform wherever you want to set it. You just set that right there, take your rope, and you just string that around the tree. You take the other end, put the other end on the same loop that you started with. Take your little thing, tighten this up just like a ratchet strap. Tighten that up. take this and then set it down. Once that clicks right there, it's not really going to move. You can play with it a little bit, make that a little bit tighter. This isn't a ratchet here, so it's not going to ratchet tight. So maybe that's one thing that you may want to change out if you want to be able to click that and ratchet that tight. But it doesn't come with one that ratchets. You cinch it down, take your platform again, push that, and that is pretty tight. It says it holds 350 pounds. I'm not gonna test that. I'm not gonna put that much weight on this. But if you want to, go ahead. I believe him. I'll just take their word for it. And then you can adjust wherever you want this thing to sit on with this screw on the bottom here. If you want it to sit lower, go ahead. Have it sit lower. I mean, I don't think it really matters. It's up to you on how you want to stand on it, but that's about where I would just keep mine. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get on the saddle, and then I'm going to tell you guys what I think about it after spending a little bit of time in that saddle and kind of the quality factor of it, in case you guys want to go out and purchase one of the XOP bundle kits here for the platform and the tree saddle. So now that we got the saddle platform set and that's all ready to go, I'm going to show you guys how to put on the saddle slash safety harness slash lineman's rope. This is not a traditional saddle. It's a more of like it's 3-in-1 is basically what it is. It's not a traditional saddle. It doesn't have a big like mesh plate on the back here where you would like kind of lean your butt into, like the more traditional ones. So they make these two big loops right here, and those are for your arm. You're gonna put arm there, the other arm there, and then they make a buckle in the front. You're going to clip that buckle, tighten that down, and then for your like leg holes, you want to take these long straps here, and they just go in between your legs, and then they have a clip. You just bend that clip, and then they fasten in a lot like that. You want to do both sides. Get out of here. Oh. Sheesh, my cat wants to play. These cats wants to play on my platform thing. But so you take these long straps, you just pinch this down. They go through the buckle and then out, and that's going to keep, you can move them down as tight or as loose as what you want. And that's going to keep those from falling out. So after you're in the saddle, you can tighten those, loosen those. I like to keep mine a little bit tight. You can also, these two straps, also adjust how long this is. So if you want that tighter, you can take that and you can loosen it. Right now, they're about as tight as they go. So why I say this is a 3-in-1 is that it does three things in the one package that you get. Number one, it can be a tree saddle, which I'll go over that later. So number one is a tree saddle. Number two is this strap that they give you in the back. This long strap doesn't go on anything. It attaches when you're sitting in a tree stand. You sit like this. With your back against the tree, I don't know if you can see that. Let me move my. So when you're sitting in a tree stand, you sit like this with your back against the tree. So you would sit down like this. So this back thing, this back piece right here with this loop, when you have your tree stand, you have another rope that goes around the tree, and this clips in. So if you lean forward too much, instead of falling, you're just attached to that tree and it catches you. So that's the first thing it is. Number two, it is a lineman's rope. So you can take your rope when you're climbing up the tree. This goes around the tree. You take this and you just climb up the tree, and as you move up, take this, you move it up, you take that, you keep moving that up until you get up to your platform. And then it's a tree saddle. Okay, so I figured it out. I had to go look at the video that they give you to kind of figure things out. This is not the best saddle, but I'm gonna get up here and show you guys how, like, the basics, how it works and everything, before I make my like full opinion on this. So this rope, so you get up and stand on your platform. This rope goes around the tree, and then it goes through here, and then whatever length you want. I'm just gonna I'm going to say that's about good. I'm going to take mine and tie a little knot. I would have liked to see like a carabiner on that. I'm sure I could tie a carabiner to that and just have a clip right there. But I would have loved to see that. And then you can adjust this rope up and down. Kind of like that. So the basics of a saddle is it's like a tree hammock. Normally the saddle will have like a mesh around like your hips, and then a rope around the front, and then you'll have a bridge strap that attaches the two right in here, and it's a lot more comfortable. I'm not gonna lie, this is very uncomfortable. I know I'm just standing here in my shorts and a t-shirt, so if I had more layers on in the late season, it'd probably be more comfortable, but in early season, I think it's gonna be extremely uncomfortable. I do not like this saddle here. I don't like all the ropes. I get it. You know, it's kind of like a package, a bundle thing, trying to get people into it. But in my opinion, I think you're better off buying the platform by itself. The platform by itself is $150. You can buy another saddle. The John Ebert saddle is probably what I'm going to go with this year. I'll do a review on that in a later video. So if you want to see that, I'll give the video a thumbs up. But the platform is $150 by itself. The John Ebert saddle, which I believe is the best saddle out there, is $200. So for around $350, $400, you can get into any tree you want to. Obviously, you're going to need a climbing method, but you get a platform and a great saddle. XOP actually makes. I'll go to the website right now and show you guys how kind of what their products is for a saddle lineup. But XOP makes 3 different saddles. They make the stand. You can buy it by itself. They make the bundle kit, which is actually $200, and then they actually make an actual saddle with the mesh on the back. I believe that is like $120 or $130, somewhere around that. I'll put that up on the screen. But in my mind, if you're gonna go with a saddle, I would just go with the platform and then an actual saddle instead of this bundle kit. I think my my area around my legs are way too tight, and if I had to sit here for 3 or 4 or 5 hours during deer season in the early season, I think I'd get very uncomfortable and irritated. I did set up my target, and since I'm up here, I'm going to shoot a couple arrows and see what I think about this with my shooting angles and stuff like that. So shooting out of this is not as uncomfortable as what I thought it was going to be. It's still rubbing on my area right in between my legs. It's rubbing right on the inside of my thighs here. I think that's going to be a problem. Also, having 2 straps here instead of the 1 bridge strap is going to hinder your movement in the tree saddle. Normally guys go to a tree saddle because they want it light and they want it more movement. This is extremely light because it's just rope. But when I move, I feel very unstable when I move here. And if I was to try to turn all the way around the tree, I think that these ropes are going to get in the way, and I'm either going to fall or I'm going to not be able to get around that tree to make that shot on the deer. Alrighty guys, so what I recommend buying the saddle platform and the 3-in-1 saddle put together, I would not. If I could go back, I would probably not buy the 2 together. I know that the saddle platform is running about $150 at Shields by itself. The 2 put together, the package bundle, was about $200. So it's only about $50 more. But this saddle is just, it's poorly made, it's poorly designed. I don't like the 3-in-1. All these straps everywhere, I think it's going to be uncomfortable for a long sit, especially during the rut when you're sitting in that stand from daylight to dark trying to kill that big buck. I think it's going to just be in your way. You're going to be thinking about it too much. I don't want to think about my saddle like when I'm sitting in the tree stand. I don't want that bugging me. I want to be focused on looking for deer, reading the weather, maybe looking at birds or something other than just worrying about, all right, I got these ropes rubbing on my inner thighs and they're being very annoying. Maybe that's just because I'm just in a shorts and t-shirt out here. If I had more layers on, like my coveralls or something, I probably wouldn't notice it as much, but I would probably still notice it. I just think all these straps, like everywhere, is just a lot. It's just too much. It's very confusing. Like I said, I've hunted out of a saddle. This will be my 3rd year out of a saddle. So I've hunted out of a saddle for 2 years, and this is just the most confusing saddle I've ever had with all these straps. You can see I'm not a huge guy, but you can see how much I have left on that. Maybe if you're a bigger guy, you would have less, but to me that just screams like getting in the way and like not being able to focus on hunting or spooking a deer when that deer comes out. I also don't like having the 2 wraps around the tree. So when you had this around the tree, you had one on the right, one on the left, keeping you in. I like having that one bridge strap because it doesn't get in the way as much. I can lean back, I can be comfortable with that full pad, unlike this one doesn't have. This one doesn't have that full pad. I can lean back with that full pad, be comfortable, and I can move around that tree a little bit better in case I need to get on the back side of the tree for a shot. I think these ropes are going to get in the way and cause me to miss a shot on that big buck. Thank you guys for watching this video, this review on the XOP saddle package here. Like I said, I would not buy this again. It is only a little bit more expensive than buying the saddle platform itself. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit different, maybe you should pick it up, see if you like it or not. But I personally would just get the saddle platform and then a different saddle. If you guys wanted to get into saddle hunting, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe.